What's up, everybody? Got a double dose of fear for you right here. First, we got some dip. Daily ISIS propaganda from our good buddies at CIA CNN. Peter Bergen, right? Peter Bergen, CIA national security analyst. Oh, he would never lie. He would never lie. He says, no, Puppet Trump didn't defeat ISIS. Of course, you can never defeat the big bag daddy and his Foot Clan. You can't beat them. They can't be beaten. And we also got another dose of fear from CIA CNN. Oh, North Korea warns of nuclear war at any moment. Oh, fear. Let's check out the dip first. Oh, Raqqa's been liberated from ISIS control. Oh yeah, thank God. Researching ISIS propaganda for their entire existence pretty much for the last 4 or 5 years, and I've never seen an ISIS fighter. I've never seen a dead one. I've never seen a captured one. I've never seen one. It's amazing, isn't it? I've seen a bunch of pasty white CIA agents dressed up as Foot Clan ninjas pretending to be Middle Eastern terrorists. But I've never seen an ISIS fighter. Not once.
This was once ISIS's execution square, where they
right.
their
I believe you.
victims. But now it's there who symbolically decapitated their self-declared capital, Raqqa.
Yeah,
finally
you hit him
lost.
with the hoaxer.
And
They symbolically hit him with the most devastating finishing maneuver in all of terrorism. Right? The maneuver created by Double J, Jihadi Johnny, the hoax beheading. They've recreated it here in the square, symbolically, of course.
Is the dust of ISIS's rout as US-backed forces spin around American armor in celebration. The fight took months, killed perhaps many civilians.
Look at these empty, shelled-out buildings, man. This area has been bombed for the last 15 to 20 years, man. They just come out here and stage this shit, alright, to manipulate you into believing that there is a Middle Eastern threat and we need to continue these never-ending wars. Shit sickens me,
There's rubble
man.
in its wake. But now these Kurdish fighters
Sickens
can walk
me.
where they would once have been paraded prior
Shut
to
up. We could all be living truly free as brothers and sisters of Earth. And there's plenty of resources here that we could all share. But no.
death. The fight has been total, ghastly, destructive
Ghastly.
beyond imagination, as these exclusive drone
Destruction
pictures
beyond
filmed Tuesday show.
imagination. Fear.
This Raqqa Sports Stadium
Fear.
is where ISIS used to plot attacks on the west, but
Right.
now the Kurdish fighters' flag
This
flies.
is their old base here. This is where ISIS used to plot attacks. He used to listen to the big bag daddy around the campfire, right? He'd tell them great stories, right?
right next to the bombed-out
Fuck outta here,
skeleton,
trash,
where some
man.
of ISIS's last foreign fighters must have died.
Oh, they
ISIS
must have died
late
there.
Monday lost the national hospital, where a few dozen surrendered. The civilian
motherfuckers
human
just
shields
flying
they
in a
held there
drone.
also rescued.
These motherfuckers are just flying a drone around an area that's been getting bombed for 20 fucking years, man.
This is a place where so
I'm telling
much
you,
smoke
ISIS is
fills the
crawling around
horizon.
in every crevice.
Hospitals
They're
have
everywhere.
not really been hospitals for months. Those who have emerged,
Right.
some of the
These
hundreds
survivors
who
that
have
emerged
elected
from the ISIS
negotiators
zone.
speak of the unspeakable. I came out of hell, she said. Oh God, from
Did
hell.
you?
I came out right from
You came from Washington, D.C.?
a fire.
You came up from the Vatican, bitch? Is that where you just came from?
Some, perhaps ISIS families. These two women scared still to even get out of their vehicle.
Came up from hell. She came up from the Rothschild's basement.
We may never know how many died in the intense coalition bombardment to drive ISIS out.
We'll never know how many innocent civilians we murdered to stage war. We'll just never
very
know.
bad, he says.
Never
You were
know.
late helping us, but may God give you strength. Now you have helped.
Yeah,
The US-backed fighters declared major operations over here late Tuesday. The
I
last
believe you.
time
I
that
believe you,
ISIS
Peter
name
Bergen.
was writ
You wouldn't lie to
large
me.
over a major city. This is the end. Nick Payton Walsh, CNN.
what a fucking joke. Oh, that was Nick Payton Walsh reading the script on that one. Okay, alright, get this shit out of here.
There exists a life after this one.
Get your garbage ad out of here. Let's move on to the other dose of fear here, the North Korea propaganda. I haven't watched this video yet, but I'm sure it's wonderful, wonderful propaganda. I'm sure of it. Oh, Brian Todd, the fuckboy propagandist with 2 first names, is coming in to read to us and tell us all about the fear, right? The nuclear war fear.
It is the ultimate threat issued on the floor of the United
my.
Nations.
Oh, there it
designed to
goes.
strike fear into the hearts of Americans.
Fear. There you go. There you go. Off rip. 8 seconds in, and the little bitch is already talking about fear. This is what they want.
Issued on the floor of the United Nations and designed to strike fear into the hearts of
Designed to
Americans.
strike fear into the heart of
War may
Americans.
break out any moment.
That ominous
Fear.
warning
Fear.
from one of Kim Jong-un's
Fear.
top diplomats
Fear.
Monday
Fear.
comes, he says, because the U.S. is, quote, insulting the dignity of North Korea, preparing war plans to take
Look at
out
this
Kim.
garbage.
Why issue that threat at this particular moment?
This
Part of
guy's a
this is their
puppet.
classic bluster, but it's
A
also
fucking muppet, just like Trump and all the rest of them, man.
brinksmanship on their part.
Oh,
And
what do we
Kim
got
Jong-
here? What's her bullshit title they gave her? Oh, she's former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense. Oh, I can believe her. We can believe her. Secretary of Destruction. We can believe them.
brinksmanship on their part. And
Secretary
Kim
of
Jong-un is
Division. You
notorious
can
for
believe him.
brinksmanship.
A U.S. intelligence official tells CNN
Oh,
North Korea
officials
is
say.
escalating its rhetoric.
U.S. intelligence officials say.
A U.S. intelligence official tells CNN North Korea is escalating its rhetoric because
Yeah.
Kim
Oh, I
wants
believe
nuclear
you.
weapons to ensure the survival of
believe
his regime, and because he wants some kind of security arrangement with the U.S.
Right, I
One
believe
of the
it.
CIA's top analysts on North Korea recently suggested that while Kim may sound unhinged, he's also strategic in his
I haven't
thinking.
heard a word from. I haven't heard a peep from Puppet Un. All I see is your fucking propaganda imagery and you reading this bullshit to me. That's all I see.
I think his long-term goal is very clear, to come to some kind of a big power agreement with the United States and remove U.S. forces from the peninsula.
More than 28,000 U.S. troops are now stationed in South Korea, and Kim's
course
regime
they
often
are.
tells its people the Americans are constantly threatening them.
I
But
bet they
neither
are.
side appears willing to
I
back
bet
down.
they fucking
Just last
are.
month, President Trump told the UN
Military-industrial
that if North Korea
complex,
attacks the
man.
US
That motherfucker makes billions, alright? And they spend trillions, alright? Or they steal trillions and tell you they're spending it on military, right? They're never going to stop going to war, alright? Until we stop allowing these motherfuckers to do it. They can't have wars without the soldiers. Alright? They can't have it. Because they're not going to be on the front lines. Not a puppet in this fucking room is going to be on the front line of any conflict anywhere ever. Alright? All they do is flap their fucking gums and manipulate you into murdering each other. So they can control all the resources and keep everybody enslaved.
or its allies.
We will have no choice
There he
but
goes.
to
Flashing
totally
his sixes.
destroy
Big surprise.
North Korea.
On Monday, North
Listen to this fucking puppet. We're gonna have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea. You know what? I trust him. He's got a blue tie on. I think he's being honest. He has the authority. He has the blue authority to destroy the corporation of North Korea.
We will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea.
On Monday, North
Totally
Korea's man at the
destroy him.
UN appeared to counter that
Oh,
promise,
fear.
saying the entire U.S. mainland is within North Korea's firing range.
Yeah.
The same day, another North Korean official told CNN his country would not negotiate with the U.S. until it has a long-range missile capable of reaching the east coast of the U.S.,
This
a
shit is
long-time goal of
priceless.
the regime.
We're gonna
Tonight,
show you
missile
fucking
experts are
footage.
divided on
Missile
whether that,
experts.
too,
Oh, we got missile experts here to talk to us too. They're divided on whether or not their bombs can reach us, right?
idle talk or a real possibility. Some believe the North Koreans may have that capability now, but others say they need to tweak their current
Yeah,
missiles,
the
which some
missile
believe already
experts.
could hit
Oh,
the West Coast.
They would have several options.
Oh, there's a
One
guy, a
is
missile
to
expert right
use
here.
the engine that's on this particular missile, but pair it with another one so that it produces twice the thrust or forcing action to lift it into space, and then
Yeah,
place
I
a
believe
larger
you.
second stage on there, which allow it to carry one or two warheads to any place on the
Fear.
continental United
Fear,
States.
fear, fear,
Experts
fear,
say the North
fear,
Koreans
fear.
also have
Look
to
at the
test
cartoon
whether
they
a
made for you.
nuclear-tipped missile
Fear,
can
fear,
survive
fear,
re-entry
fear.
into
It
the
must be
Earth's
real.
atmosphere
Fear, fear,
and
fear.
have to successfully
Get
test
the
the missile's
fuck out of here.
guidance system.
Shut the fuck up, puppet. Research this shit for yourselves, man. Go within your hearts, man. Create your own thoughts.